How's it going, everyone? So, I wanted to make this video because over the last couple days, I've made two videos on Tim Pool because, well, he's just been incorrect. I want to go over what I did in the first couple videos, so that way I don't get questions asking me to review exact wordings of the bill. So we're going to go over Tim's initial video, Tucker Carlson, who is mainstream right-wing news, who had a better take than Tim Pool initially, and then I'm going to disregard his tweets because, well, his newest video, he pretty much doubles down on all the tweets, and I'm going to dissect his video. I'm going to make sure everyone knows what's in the bill, what the bill is, and why it's being reviewed as the Don't Say Gay bill. So let's get right into his first initial claim. Let's get started.
Republicans in Florida have successfully passed the Parental Rights and Education Bill. It's a bill that makes sure parents have the right to know what is being taught to their children. It makes sure that parents can object or file complaints if things are being taught to their children that they don't like. Somehow, this bill, the Parental Rights and Education Bill, I'm not a fan of names, by the way, and you can call a bill whatever you want, but the bill is specifically about this. Somehow Democrats have started claiming in the press that it's the Don't Say Gay bill.
Yes.
Even though the bill has very little to do with any of that.
That is true. It actually does, a majority of the bill, I don't think most people have problems with. Because it's pretty much just asking, the schools to review information with the parents, send information over that's going to be taught in classes to the parents, be able to find them otherwise. But it is this portion that I'm going to go over. So his first initial claim was that it's not even there. So if we go over to the bill, so there's two bills that were passed, 1557 and 1834. They're sister and brother bills that were passed together in the House. So we're going to be going over SB 1834, lines 21 through 24. Bear with me. Prohibiting a school district from encouraging classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels. So this is not allowing discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity, which is trans and gay, like up to primary grade levels, which, by the way, if we look online, based on the Florida Department of Education, it does say it considers grades K through 12 as primary grade levels. Now, I'm going to go over to Tucker Carlson real quick, just because I'll then be able to move into the next topic. So let's go over to Tucker. This is Tucker's opinion, by the way, which is better than Tim's initial opinion.
Well, a new bill in Florida aims to stop teachers from discussing sex and gender identity with young children, and not like 8th graders, like kindergartners. The bill in the Florida Senate covers, well, kindergartners through 3rd grade. But you're probably not...
Okay. Still incorrect, but he is actually talking about how that is what it is doing. Tucker's just saying it's going to be way younger. Oh, it's irrelevant. The reason he's saying that is because if you go to Google, there's multiple definitions of what primary grade levels mean. So if you scroll down, it says pre-kindergarten primary education 3 through grade 6. That's primary grade levels. But if you're like, well, okay, Google's saying that, but then the Florida Department of Education is saying otherwise. Well, what do we go on? Well, this is where you have to pretty much go based off the Republicans that are pushing it, because at that point it's just up in the air. You don't know what it could stand for. Primary grade levels could go up to 12. It looks like to me, if you wanted to read it that way. Okay, so we're gonna go over this article right now. This is pretty much interviewing the Republican that was pushing the bill, who proposed the bill. Sorry, Joe Harding. So he's being interviewed right now, and he said, and I quote. Harding said children ages 6, 7, 8 to 11 years old were what he viewed as qualifying for the primary grade levels of the bill. If passed, the bill would bar from discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity. Exactly what Tim in his first initial video said wasn't happening. And also completely debunks what Tucker was talking about. I don't know why people keep saying that it's only going to go up to age 7. If it was going up to age 7, I don't think people would even give a crap about it. The people I'm listening to, their main contention with it is that it's just so up in the air. It could literally be anything. It could be up to grade 12. And at that point, you're just not going to talk about gay or trans people, like when like up to people being 18 years old, which is insane. And even like the Republican that's pushing it, he's like, oh no, it's 11. It's like you're already going through puberty at that point, and you're not even going to like tell children that they might be gay. It's like, god damn, it's like it's so crazy. That's why people are saying it's the "Don't Say Gay" bill. Okay, and also I don't even know why, but some dude in my last video was like, the bill didn't pass. Okay, the bill is sitting in the Senate. Okay, it got right here 6 yays and 3 nays, and it passed with its sister bill, the HB 1557. So I think it's just people in my comment section just maybe just trying to like grasp at any straw to try and be like, I'm wrong. I am correct on this. I am so correct on this. It's actually insane. And the more I've looked into it, the more correct I've even thought I was. Now we're going to go over to the last portion, which is going to be me reviewing Tim Pool's newest video. All right, let's get started on this. Let's restart this and let's check it out. Tim, probably wrong. Let's see.
Republicans in Florida have successfully passed the Parental Rights and Education Bill. It's a bill that makes sure parents have the right to know what is being taught to their children, and makes sure that parents can object or file complaints if things are being taught to their children.
That is true. Once again, I don't see a lot of people complaining about it. Even in that left-wing article I read, it was literally just discussing pretty much that quote. Like that is literally the contention people have. For example, if we think about the Green New Deal, right? Let's say the Green New Deal was a different bill that was pretty much going to lower taxes, right? It was going to lower taxes, but in a portion of it, it said, hey, we're actually going to increase taxes in certain areas that have homelessness and actually going to pay all these homeless people for not working. You would freak out. That's pretty much what's in the bill. Like, it's just nuts to me. Anyway, let's continue with the video.
That they don't like. Somehow, this bill, the Parental Rights and Education Bill, I'm not a fan of names, by the way, and you can call a bill whatever you want, but the bill is specifically about this. Somehow, Democrats have started claiming in the press that it's the Don't Say Gay bill.
Once again, over the text we went over, it will do it. It was admitted by Tucker. So it's just, they're just like an age, like, I don't know what's wrong with Tim. I feel like people are telling him he's wrong and he's just ignoring it at this point. He's literally pushing fake news at this point.
Even though the bill has very little to do with any of that.
That doesn't matter. It's, by the way, it's only 3 pages. So the whole bill, if you go over to it, so I'm not even reviewing the other one because that wasn't the one that was being discussed. This bill is only 3 and 1/3 pages. It's very short. You can literally like read it super quickly. And my first initial video was that Tim, in fact, did not read the bill at all, and that was why he thought it didn't exist. So anyway, let's continue.
So that's what it is. Don't say gay. That's what the Democrats are calling it. Now, I've criticized them and said, if you want to play games and give it a name, how about we call it the anti-grooming bill? But how about
anti-grooming bill? I see. This is why I'm saying he's like, the stuff he's saying is just wrong. Like anti-grooming bill. It's like what, just bringing up that like when people are up to like age 11 that gay people are around sexual orientation or gender identity, so people are trans in the world is forbidden at schools. That's grooming. That is insane. Okay, certain kids that are gay when they're growing up, that now you're not even allowed to talk about it in schools, will be ridiculously bullied because people are just going to think they're an absolute freak. They're going to be like, oh, like, wait, you like think you like Kenny over there? Like, you're a weirdo, and like not just a normal weirdo, and a ridiculous weirdo because no one else is even talking about it in the schools. And by the way, I'm basing this off having sexual education when I was 11. And that's sexual education. That's just not talking about gay people exist, by the way. Like, oh, you know, sometimes man and man, they like each other, woman and woman, and sometimes, you know, like they dress different and they identify different. It's not even talking about that. It's actual sexual education, okay? So, like, it's just is absolutely abhorrent that Tim is even, like, pushing this stuff. Let's continue, though. Maybe it gets better. Maybe, but I doubt it. He's, like, doubled down from his tweets at this point.
You actually just read the bill and see it has...
You did not read the bill initially. That's why I made my first video, man. You did not initially read the bill, or if you did read the bill, you only read the brother portion of the bill, which is 1557. Like, my God, dude. And by the way, I'm not even going to say that. I would say that if Tim looked at any of these articles saying, don't say gay, it's super easy to like look at which portion of the bill they're talking about. So I don't even believe him. Dude, I'm so disappointed in Tim right now.
Has very little to do with discussing sexual identity or orientation.
That does not matter. That's the problem of the bill. Like I said, if there's a big, like, if you like put this little nugget of information in, like, all Republicans can't vote or something like that, like, people would freak out about it. Granted, that would never be put in. I'm just saying, but if you put something in there that is crazy into a bill and then it gets voted past, people are going to target that crazy portion. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Like, you can say, well, the rest of the bill is good, which, by the way, I think parents should be able to know what's going on in schools. Have the teachers give them the curriculum, what's being taught, all this type of stuff. If they oppose it, they can talk to teachers. I believe in that. It's just this crazy portion that's like, no, gay people don't exist, trans people, no, none of that in here. That is nuts to me. And then the whole fact that the age is just left, like the ages that you can teach them is left up in the air, is crazy. Anyways, let's continue.
In fact, the bill does not ban teachers from discussing sexual orientation with children. Hey, wait a minute. They said don't say gay. They produced video after video after video of them saying gay, 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 gay.
It prohibit. They're not supposed. They can get in trouble. I don't know what he said. We literally read the quote. I'll read it again. I don't know what he's actually saying right now. Prohibiting a school district from encouraging classroom discussion about sexual orientation, gender identity in primary grade levels. It's trying to prohibit. He's literally pushing fake news at this point. He is literally like, the reason I have such a huge problem with him on this topic is because not only is he wrong, but a lot of people do go to Tim for news. So people that are going to Tim that probably are in Florida, because Tim is more right wing when it comes to his commentary. They're going to look at this and be like, oh, like, yeah, we support this. It's nothing what the lying Democrats are saying. Nothing at all. And they're going to pressure their senators to vote this in. That is why I have a problem with it. If Tim was just this normal guy, didn't do political commentary, and he was wrong on this, I wouldn't care. The only reason I'm even caring is just because this is going to be detrimental to younger children who happen to be gay, or maybe LGBT later in life too. Might have been like just drastically bullied through their childhood because Tim Pool doesn't want to admit to being wrong on something. I don't even think I'm gonna get through this video. This is making me so aggravated. And by the way, I'm someone who's watched Tim like my whole time when I was in the Navy. Like, this guy was giving out really good information. And just right now, it's aggravatingly wrong. Aggravatingly wrong.
All of the time. The bill doesn't prevent teachers or staff from discussing these things.
It does. He's just wrong. He's literally just wrong.
The bill doesn't prevent students from discussing these things.
Yes, that is correct. But it says prohibiting classroom discussion, so pretty much the teacher's going to have to shut it down immediately if the students do start talking about it. Okay? So, yes, kind of. Like, technically, you're not going to get in trouble if you're a student, probably. Maybe you could. I don't know. Like, if you were repeatedly doing it and it was prohibited and your teacher, maybe.
The bill prevents teachers from engaging in certain curriculum within the school and grants the rights to parents to know what is being taught.
No, dude, I literally read it. I don't think he's read the bill, or if he's read it, he's skimmed through it. I honestly don't know where he's coming from. Like, at all. So, yeah. This is absolutely crazy. Let's get back to the video.
The first provisions are specifically about parental rights to know.
Sure, that is true. Once again, agree with that portion, okay? You should know what your kids are being taught. Yes.
That's it. Yet even now, the Washington Post says, don't say gay bill, and they omit.
That is because, Tim, the bill is talking about not saying gay pretty much. It's prohibiting the discussion of it. Like, my God. It's like he said he read this. He did not read this. There's no way. There's absolutely no way he read this bill. He's just so wrong. I don't know what else to say. We'll give this another 5 minutes into the video, and then I'm probably just calling it quits because he's just repeating himself at this point, and I'm pretty much repeating myself at this point because he's repeating himself.
Admit what the bill is actually about. Washington Post reports, Florida legislature passes bill to restrict LGBTQ topics in elementary schools. The Florida Senate on Tuesday passed controversial legislation that regulates lessons about sexual orientation and gender identity in public classrooms, despite concerns from activists and student groups that argued the bill would have a chilling impact on gay, lesbian, and transgender students.
That is true. It would, especially if you take it. So if you take it the Florida Department of Education, which, by the way, I don't see why school districts wouldn't use their interpretation either. And going up to like 12th grade, which is pretty much like kids being 17 and 18. Like, I have no idea like why like they couldn't do that. They could 100% do that. It's just like you can't. Like, it's because this little line right here, primary grade levels, is up for dispute about what ages, okay? And once again, because there's a lot of people that have been commenting some like nose picker level of comments in my comment section. Primary grade levels is not specifically only up to age 7, okay? There is multiple areas of information that come from different institutions that are saying it means entirely different things, and one of the most important ones of that is the Florida Department of Education, okay? So, like, if you're going to comment some dumb stuff, I'm just not even going to respond at this point. If you look at my last 2 videos, it has been crazy. And I've noticed that once people realize they're wrong, they don't even comment back. They just stop commenting. So let's continue.
That are 8 years old or younger?
Once again, you're pumping it out like 8. So he says 8. Tucker's like 7. So Tim's first video, he was talking about how it's not real. Now he's saying, oh, it's like 8 years old. It's like, no, Tim, the reason people are saying it is because the Republican that introduced the bill even talked about it going up to age 11. Okay? And on top of that, Florida's Department of Education is saying it goes up to 12th grade, my dude. Like, stop. This is, okay, I don't know how much you guys know like debate tactics. This is a straw man argument. Tim is literally building up like the weakest argument for the Democrats right now and just like throwing it out there. And that is why I'm so irritated. Because this will be a bill that will affect people in Florida drastically who are gay or LGBTQ+.
The DeSantis administration has been a bit more firm. Of course, Christina Pushaw, the spokesperson for DeSantis, said that if you oppose this bill, you are a groomer. You are grooming children. And you know what? I agree.
Oh my God. Tim is making my brain hurt. He's so wrong. Tim is literally making my brain hurt. He is so wrong.
I agree. If you're going to 4-year-olds and discussing with them things that they don't know, you are grooming them. Children have a right to be children. It is incumbent upon parents to discuss.
He is making it seem like these people are pedophiles, okay? He is making it seem like these people are pedophiles. This is what Tim Pool is propagandizing right now. I may stop watching Tim Pool if he keeps doubling down on this. I don't know. Like, my God.
Sex ed with their kids. I have no problem with sex ed in schools at a certain age, but it's up to parents.
Oh, so he has no problem with it. He's just building up a straw man that's literally like, oh, well, when they're this young. It's like, dude, you're agreeing with it. Read an actual article that brings it up. Or, like, even like the quickest of Google searches brings up both sets of information of primary grade levels. It brings up the K through 3rd grade, and it brings up the K through 12th grade. Simple Google search. It's on the first page. And it does. By the way, it was like the first article that popped up was the one quoting the Republican that was talking about it, who actually pushed the bill, and his goes up to age 11. Like, dude, if you, he's not researching any of this right now, and it's making me like just not like the guy right now.
Parents to decide, which is exactly what this bill is. Why are Democrats embracing some kind of opposition to this bill in ridiculous ways? I'll tell you. First,
Tell me, Tim. I want to hear your completely wrong statement on this, because you've been wrong on everything else.
I think there absolutely are groomers who want schools to groom children. They want.
Wow. That is some QAnon level crap right there. They're not just wrong, they're pedophiles. I'm done with this video. Everything is pretty much going to be the same at this point. He hasn't brought up a new topic or anything. He did change his opinion, so now he believes it's up to 8 years old, versus this initial video which he said it didn't exist. But he's pushing fake propaganda. I doubt this video will be seen by him, and a lot of people have been commenting in my last couple videos. And let me just say, all of you that are disagreeing with me on this topic, you're just wrong. I don't know what else to say. Like, I've done my research on this. The most well interpretation of it, like, without even taking into account the Republic. So if we just go based off a Google search, just a flat Google search, you don't know if it's K through 3 or K through 12. You don't. So that's the video. This is very sad to see from Tim Pool. Hopefully, maybe it changes his mind. He does admit when he's wrong. But at this point, he might push a bill through that will be detrimental to people. This is a bill that is us going backwards. And once again, I don't think anything else in the bill about giving the curriculum to the parents is wrong, or being fined for not giving certain curriculum to the parents. You know, I think that's fine. I have no problem with that. It's literally just like lines 21 through 24 of the. Let's read it one more time. SB 1834. That's the video. If you liked it, thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace out, guys.